There's room for everyone. Wherever you go and wherever you're from, you are home. You are welcome here. 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 Whatever you've been through, you found us somehow. Wherever you are on your journey now, you are home. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are so welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome anyway now. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Everybody, you are welcome here. You are welcome. So welcome. You are welcome here. I am 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 welcome here. Oh yeah. I am welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. Everybody's welcome. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. We are welcome here. Everybody's welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. Everybody's welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome here. I am welcome here. Everybody's welcome. I am welcome here. I am welcome here. You are 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 welcome. You are beautiful, true and divine. You are beautiful, true and divine. When I look in your eyes, I see you shine. You are beautiful, true and divine. Can you see the beauty you are? Blazing like a shining star. If only you could see what I see, the perfection of your divinity. You are beautiful, true and divine. You are beautiful. times when you doubt the effect of all you give out. Everyone who knows you agrees the love you give is your legacy. You are beautiful, true and divine. You are beautiful, true and divine. When I look in your eyes, I see you shine. You are beautiful, true and divine. And I see it in everything you do. I see it in you. I see it in you. I see it in you. Are beautiful, true and divine. You are beautiful, true and divine. When I look in your eyes, I see you shine. You are beautiful, true and divine. You are beautiful, true and divine. You are beautiful, true and divine. You are, you are, you are so beautiful. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are.
And let us join together in consciousness as we begin this evening's service. Let us know that there is only one thing in the universe, one divine energy. Call it spirit, first cause, God. Whatever the word, it cannot begin to describe the eternal nature, the infinite scope that is this divine presence. And so I know as we come together this evening, we do so with delight and joy, knowing that something beautiful is occurring, that something wonderful. And as I accept the truth of my being as a beautiful, divine, and creative being, I know that this is true for all of humanity, that each and every one of us created unique and special, valuable, worthy, a treasure, something truly precious. So as I breathe into this moment with delight and joy, I know that all things are uncovered easily, comfortably, and beautifully. And for this, I am truly, truly grateful. I release these ideas into the law of mind, and I know it is done. All is well, and so it is.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Genevieve Trudel. Welcome to CSL. I hope everyone had a lovely Canada Day weekend. The land we are meeting on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit and the Williams Treaties signed with multiple Mississaugas and Chippewa bands. We are all in this together. We are all one. And now for today's announcements, please sign up for our newsletter. Go to our website, cslonthelake.com, and we will keep you up to date with all that is happening. And reminder that the Awakening the Goddess retreat has been postponed until further notice. Next, there is a book club coming up. We will review the book, The Art of Abundance by Dennis Merritt Jones. Join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. There is a new drop-in class starting July 13th at 7 p.m. Eastern, Science of Mind. We are taking a deep dive into the power of the mind and how to create a remarkable life. Drop-in sessions are $20, and the book we will use is the Science of Mind original 1926 text. See you next week. There is memorial officiant training that begins on August 10th. Please email Rev B at cslonthelake.com if you would like to register or if you have any questions about that. Next, Just One You, Joy with Rev B every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern on Facebook and YouTube. This week, Rev B's guest is Laura Topper, a Science of Mind practitioner from the UK. Next, the Founding Members Club. There is still a bit of time to participate. The last day has been moved to September 30th, 2022. Every donation you have given CSL on the Lake since we began will be added to create your level of participation. So every gift given up to September 30th, 2022 will go towards your Founding Members Club membership level. If you give 10,000 or more, you would be considered a platinum member. Give 5,000 to 10,000, a gold member. Give 1,000 to 5,000, silver member, and give up to 1,000 is a bronze member. Join us and be a part of the CSL journey. And lastly, we found our new home. We found an event space for our Monday evening service. It is so exciting, and please stick around for more details. And now it is time to quiet your minds as we join together in a time of meditation. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And it is in that place of blessing that I invite you just to take a deep breath, quieting the mind and relaxing the body. And one more deep breath. As we relax into this moment and let go of the busyness of the day, the rush to be here, what I know is that there's a calm that absolutely fills every cell. A peacefulness that becomes apparent. And as I relax into this moment, I come to recognize that there is only one thing going on, only one power in the universe, everywhere present, all powerful, and all knowing. And as I allow that to settle in, I realize I am one with it. You are one with this divine energy. It is in that oneness that I also acknowledge that if this energy, this God presence is all powerful, then I am powerful. That if it is everywhere present, then it must be right here where I am, which means I share in the attributes, that the strength, the wisdom, the knowingness, all of that is available to me. I know that if I'm created in the image and of the likeness, which I believe I am, then I am already what I'm meant to be. And I am perfect, whole, and complete, just like you, just like all of us. The idea of self-love, the idea of acknowledging our divine nature, the idea of accepting the beauty and the wonder and the magnificence, the essentialness of each one of us, the importance, the value of each one of us is so important to arriving at a place of peace and comfort for ourselves and for our world. So as I breathe life into this moment, I welcome each and every one of you with a loving heart, knowing that together we do make a difference, that together we honor life and move into this world experience with a grateful, positive, and comforting heart. I am open, receptive, grateful for all of it. And so I quiet my mind. I open up to the information that will be shared this evening. I open up and I allow myself to be teachable, to discover something new about who and what I am. And I invite you, if willing, to do the same. With a grateful, humble heart, I release these ideas into the law of mind where I know it is done and all is well. I let it be so. And so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I am. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
And so it is. Oh, well, so delighted. I hope everyone had a most wonderful Canada Day weekend. It has been a busy, busy one. What I'd like to share right now is our vision and mission. The vision of CSL on the Lake is transforming humanity through the emergence of the sacred, authentic self. And our mission is to welcome you as you are, where you are, without judgment or criticism, providing a sacred place of learning and growing as you seek to achieve your greatest dreams. We offer Science of Mind classes, social events, inspiring workshops, thought-provoking services, and practitioner support. We honor the revelation of your emerging sacred, authentic self through our positive messaging and loving support. And now, How Could Anyone? By Shana Noel.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle?
We sometimes forget that, don't we? The talk tonight is me, myself, and I. And really, it's about self-love and the power of that and the potential of that. I think sometimes we forget the importance of self-care. We forget that it is essential, actually, to fall in love with ourselves. Because remember, whatever it is that you want to bring into the world, it has to be something that you possess. So in order for me to give love into the people around me and in the world around me, I must first love myself, which means I need to care for myself. So tonight we're going to talk about self-care, self-love, the importance of, saying no when we mean no, saying yes when we mean yes, and to really honor the vibration that is within us, that divine presence that we are. So self-love and self-care go together. So I'm just going to ask you, how are you doing? I invite you to ask yourself a couple questions. Do you feel deprived of sleep? Deprived of emotional support? How about time for yourself? Physical energy. Boy, I've felt that one with the last few weeks with my lovely COVID experience. How about time for yourself or companionship? Peace. Are you worried all the time? Are you looking at the news and getting all worked up and worried about what's coming, what isn't coming? Are we going to get locked in again, locked down? What's going on in the world? There's wars, there's all kinds of stuff. Do you focus on that? What about hope? Do you ever wonder if things are going to get better? Or even touch? Do you miss the closeness of having another person there to hold you or to hug you? Well, anything we're feeling deprived of, really is an opportunity. When we feel that idea of deprivation, we can begin to go, wait a minute, there's something here for me to do. And it's really essential that we become keenly aware of what it is that we really need. What is important? So we can ask the questions, what do I need more of right now? What do I need less of? What do I want right now? What am I yearning for? Where am I feeling resentment or guilt, shame or frustration? And in asking these questions, it's not so much to go, oh, I have a problem, but it's just to become self-aware. And I want to invite you to do a few little exercises that really, I think, are helpful in allowing us to really begin to meet our own needs, but also to feel a deeper sense of love. So the first one, this is the fun one. Well, I think it is, but most people have a little trouble with this one. But the first one is to look in the mirror and look deep into your own eyes and say, I love you, Barbara. I love you. Or Ruby, you could say, I love you, Ruby. I love you. Look at yourself and just see what a magnificent creation you are. Geneviève, you could look in the mirror and go, I love you, Geneviève. Imagine Joan, same thing. Rosanna, same thing. When we look in the mirror and acknowledge the beautiful, remarkable individual that is looking back at us, we begin to raise our self-esteem. We begin to feel better about our day and our life and our journey, what we're doing and how we're showing up. And I think too, when we sit back and say, I love you, Jacqueline, when we do that, we are opening ourselves up. We're opening ourselves up to experience the love that has always been there. The idea of self-care is really about acknowledging who I am wherever I am and noticing when I'm doing things that I really don't want to do. Have you ever done that? Somebody says, hey, I want you to help me move. And you go, all right. You feel like you should, feel like you have to, but you really don't want to. And because you don't want to, and you haven't said no, you said yes instead of no, then there's that feeling of, oh, why do they always ask me? Or, a feeling of resentment. I remember many years ago, my husband had bought a truck. This is an ex-husband, by the way, way, way back. Bought a truck. And I'm like, wow, what are you thinking? Every single person that was ever going to move, guess who they phoned first? Right? So we sometimes have to stand up for ourselves and go, you know what? No, that's not what I really want to do. So we begin with the idea of self-love. We tell ourselves every day self-love. There's a minister in Los Angeles who's really, really quite spectacular. And she was standing in front of the mirror in the morning doing her little rah, getting herself going. And she's playing the music from Rocky. Can you imagine, instead of running up the stairs, she's standing in front of the mirror going, I'm a champion. I am divine. I am created in the image and of the likeness of the creator. I am the I am presence. And starting her day that way helped her to feel strong and mighty and powerful, regardless what happened throughout the day. There was this strength in her, an intention to be the very best that she could be moment by moment. And, we're all able to do that. We're all able to stand up and feel like, Joan, you're so funny. Stand up and feel like we have something to bring to the world today, something that we can give. And I'm here to tell you that what it is that you bring, that unique, special something that you are, you're the only person who can bring it. You're the only one that can do what it is that you are here to do. You see, each and every one of us is created unique and special. No two alike. Even twins. I mean, take a look at twins. My daughter has tons of friends who are twins. It's interesting. But you look at them and they might look the same, or maybe they look a little different, but their behaviors are different. Their personalities are different. And so you can tell them apart. I have brother and sister who are twins. I have nieces that are twins. They're very different than each other. Each one of us is here by divine appointment. There's no mistake. The universe is created in a perfect and exact way. And so each one of us has the ability to shine or not. And it really is a choice. You see, when we come to a place of loving ourselves enough to stand in front of that mirror and go, I love you. I really love you. There's something that happens. Now, from what I've been told from other people and maybe from my own experience in the beginning is you might feel a little silly when you first start doing that, right? Like, what? Why am I doing this? But think about it. You're the only one in the bathroom probably. So why feel silly? Just go there. Go there. Find a way to love yourself, to honor yourself, to meet your needs, to discover who you are, what you are, and to stand in that power. To stand in that acknowledgement. Because as you fall in love with you, what you do is you create an aura, an energy around you that not only feels good for you, but it strengthens your relationships. It expands your willingness to be of service in a way that honors your gifts, your talents, your time. A place of acknowledging what you need out of life and meeting those needs is really, really important. When I think of this journey of life and living that we're on, the days go by and, often I hear the word should. I don't know if you use it often, but I know many people, well, I should do this because it's the right thing to do. Is it the right thing to do if you feel resentment or anger or guilt? Shame? Is it the right thing to do if it's bringing you down? See, I think one of the important things in life sometimes is to take a look at that word should and explore it a little bit. If I think I should help my neighbors move, but I really don't want to. Now, I may go ahead and do it anyway, but what happens? I might feel resentment. I might be angry and miserable while I'm doing it. I'm not bringing my best self. Whereas if I sit back and acknowledge that I want to be in service to my friend, to my neighbor, that what they've asked of me, I'm eager to do. What happens is I then show up with an energy or a vibration of, yes, how can I help? How can I serve? Now, it's so much easier to do that if, in fact, we love ourselves enough to meet our own needs. I know sometimes we think somebody else should do it for us. There's times when we think our husband should have known, our sister should have known, our children should have known, right? Somebody should know what it is that I need. Well, the only person who really knows what you need is you. And are you willing to meet that need? Or are you going to disappoint yourself by ignoring the very essence of your being and the importance that you are, that you hold in this world? What should I do? What shouldn't I do? So somebody makes a request for you. One of the things you can do is begin first by just taking a moment, take a pause. Let me get back to you. I'm just going to take a moment with this. I'll call you tomorrow and let you know. Right? Take a pause. Especially if it isn't an immediate yes, take a pause. Then after you've taken that pause, you've slept on it or you took a couple hours, do a check-in, do a gut check. Does this feel like a yes or does it feel like a no? Does it feel like, oh, I should? Check with that. You see, the thing is, if we do something out of resentment or out of guilt or out of our own frustrations or whatever, what happens is we're actually bringing that energy to the table. So we're not doing the other person any favors because they feel it. They feel that. And it creates a disconnect and discord among us that isn't serving anybody. So we want to make sure that we're taking the time to check in with what it is I really need, what it is that I really want out of life. And it's not to put myself above others, but to acknowledge that I want to bring my best self to every situation. I want to bring my best self into whatever it is I'm doing. And I can't do that if I'm feeling like I'm obligated or I'm being harassed or pushed into something I don't want to do. I mean, I don't know how many of you had moms who ever laid a guilt trip. Well, maybe we've all had a mom who at some point in time or another laid a guilt trip on us. But the truth is we could only experience that if in some way we felt like we should be doing more. So let's take a look at the language that we use, the shoulds, the tries. Let's take a look at that and go, really? What if instead I do the things that feel good? I do the things that honor my gifts and talents. I do everything I do in service to humanity with a loving heart. That I wake up every day with an idea of gratitude that I'm here. I'm available. I'm available to serve. And what is the best way for me to serve? I know for me, helping somebody move probably isn't because I'm not that strong and I don't own a truck. But I can serve in other ways. I can be in meditation with somebody, prayer with somebody. I can stand with somebody in troubled times. I can conduct weddings and memorials. I can share the journeys of life in a way that is uplifting and positive. That's where I can serve. And each of us has a way that we serve in the world that is essential and important, that is uplifting for everyone. And it's finding that way. My husband brings joy. He brings joy. He's a very funny guy. And so he brings joy wherever he goes. A little turn of a phrase or something. And it's just so wonderful to hear the laughter of children or adults as he shares his unique way of being. As he's in service, he brings joy. So when we do that gut check, we can get a good sense of, is this a yes or is this a no? Tell the truth directly. Tell the truth with grace and love. Tell the truth. Do it quickly. I really believe the very best thing we can do is just tell the truth. And we can do it in a way that's loving. It doesn't have to be angry or annoyed or frustrated. It can just be, you know what, that actually isn't going to work for me right now, but thank you for the offer. And move on. The important thing is to tell people what it is that you really want or need and be honest with yourself. You know, honesty is a really big one. And sometimes we're a little dishonest with ourselves. I don't know about you, but how many times have you told yourselves, you know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know what I should be doing. I don't know what is right now. I don't know where I should be going or how I should do it. How many times have we done that? The truth is, I am one with the creator of the universe. You are one with the creator of the universe. You are one with God, the divine. You are one with this. God is all knowing, all powerful, and everywhere present. So therefore, you have the ability to know. When we tell ourselves, I don't know, we actually are telling ourselves a lie, because I might not be consciously aware of what it is I'm meant to do next or how it is I can best serve. But if I take a moment in the silence in my meditation practice, I begin to hear a rhythm that reveals my authentic self, that sacred authentic self. And when I honor that, I honor life and I bring my best self into everything that I do. So I invite you to really use your voice, you know, stand up for what you really want, meet your needs. Meet your needs, look after yourself. Self-love is really about doing things for ourselves that are in the highest and best good of us and others. If I do something out of resentment, I am not serving the person that I've just given the gift to, because what I've given them is my resentment. That's no gift at all. So let's just acknowledge where we are, when we are, what we're up for, what we're not up for, and let us speak the truth and do it quickly. So I came up with a list of a few things that could be, you know, the no's. And your no's might be different, but here's some that I thought this would be good to think about. So if I'm going to meet my needs, okay, I no longer rush. I no longer rush. I no longer jump out of bed in the morning. I give myself time and space just to start the day in a serene and relaxed state. Sound like self-care? I no longer compromise my needs to keep peace with anyone. That's a big one, eh? Because we do that sometimes. We give up what we desire for somebody else. And sometimes that works okay, but sometimes it can create challenges. I no longer keep my mouth shut when I feel that something's going wrong. I speak up. I tell the truth and do it quickly. I no longer deal with difficult life situations alone. I ask for support. And when it's offered, I say yes. Are you good at that? Can you do that? When somebody says, hey, can I help you with that? Do you go, oh, no, it's okay, I got it? Or do you say, yes, thank you? You know, together in cooperation, collaboration, we create community, we create family, we create opportunities for love to be shared and realized, and it creates a great harmony within us. I no longer feel bad about saying no when no is what's best for me. Did you know that no is a complete sentence? Yes, it is. I think sometimes instead of saying no, we will turn around and we'll go, well, you know, maybe let me think about it. I'll get back to you. Well, yeah, maybe I'll do it. In your head, you know, it's a no, but you're humming and hawing and fiddling about waiting for what? Speak the truth and do it quickly. If it's a no, say no. If it's a yes, say yes. And lastly, I no longer spend time with people who talk at me instead of with me. You know, it happens sometimes, right? We might have someone in our lives who's telling us stuff. but we're not necessarily listening or being receptive to that back and forth. We're on a journey and we're in this together, and finding a way to love ourselves enough to honor who we really are, and then to take the love that we have for self and to share it with the world. See, I can't give what I don't have. Self-love is essential if we would like to live in a world that is peaceful, a world where there's more collaboration than competition, a world where the borders are reduced and the energy and the flow of divine grace is felt moment by moment. I did a service yesterday at a Unity church, and I shared a story of an elderly woman who decided she hadn't been to church for a while, and she decided to go check out the church in her neighborhood. A very poor woman, but she dressed in the best clothes she had and went off to church. And when she got there, she saw that everybody was dressed in pristine, perfect clothing. Everybody looked so beautiful and wonderful. And the church deacons were standing out front greeting people. And as she came up the stairs, they said to her, "I'm sorry, you're not dressed appropriately. We're here to show God the love that we have. And so we show up dressed in our finest." And they turned her away. So she goes and she's sitting on a park bench, and tears are kind of streaming down her eyes. And she's thinking, wow, how could I be turned away from God's house? God sits down beside her. Well, God was a man or a person, but God sits down beside her and says, "Hey, don't worry. They wouldn't let me in either. They wouldn't let me in either." The energy that we feel, the love that we have for ourselves and others is essential. The love that we have, the love that we share is not about what we wear or how we look or how we speak, the food that we eat, the language, the country we come. None of that matters. What matters is each one of us is an expression of the divine. Each one of us is absolutely beautiful and wonderful and perfect. Just like the song before the lesson. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? Yeah, Shana Noel did it great. But you know, that message, we got messages sometimes when we were younger that maybe left us feeling less than, not as important as. And maybe there's even a part of us that feels broken. But I'm here to tell you none of that's true. None of it's true. You were created in a way to bring your unique divine energy into the world. And we need it. We need it, all of it. That who you are is so remarkable, so precious and beautiful. And everything you bring has such value. And sometimes when we were little, the people around us might have thought we were a little too much or not enough. But you know what? None of that's true. None of that's true. People around us reflect the level of consciousness that they possess. And I know that my parents did the best that they could with what they knew, and I'm sure it's the same for yours. But now today, it's up to us to find that level of love, of appreciation, and of gratitude for who we are, for the gifts that we bring, for the magnificence of us, that we can shine in the world in such a way as to create peace on earth. Peace comes from a loving heart. I invite you to share yours. I invite you to see the gift that you are and to give it freely into the world, to love yourself so much that you can love the people around you completely as they are. And maybe one day they'll love themselves in that same way so that they can love you back. You are truly a gift and a blessing to life itself at this point in time. I invite you to find you find that sacred, authentic self and release the walls and chains and let that supreme you shine so brightly that the world is transformed by that divine light. And now as we close the talk, we'll listen to the song by Yosef, I Love Myself.
Love myself the way I am. There's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me. There's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful, I'm capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. I love you just the way you are. There's nothing you need to do. When I feel the love inside myself, it's easy to love you. I see your shining star, and I love you just the way you are. I love the world the way it is, 'cause I can clearly see that all the things I judge are done by people just like me. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow by loving everything. Love myself the way I am, and still I wanna grow. The change outside could only come when deep inside I know I'm beautiful, I'm capable of being the best me I can, and I love myself just the way I am. I love myself just the way I am. I'm beautiful, I'm capable of being the best me I can, and I love myself just the way I am. I love myself just the way I am. Just the way I am. Just the way
Such a great song, such a great reminder that the importance to just love ourselves, the way we are, where we are. Well, thank you so much for being here. And it is now that time in our service when we pass that imaginary basket and accept an offering for the center. And I invite you to say with me, if you remember it, the offering affirmation. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, to bless, to prosper. It is evidence of my conviction. It does its good and perfect work, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. And there's a number of ways that you can give to CSL on the Lake. You can do an e-transfer to Rev B at cslonthelake.com. You can go onto our website, cslonthelake.com, and hit the give link, or you can mail a check to Center for Spiritual Living on the Lake, 38 Kootenay Crescent, Toronto, Ontario, M1J1R7. And of course, all donations are tax deductible. And I just wanted to take a moment before I do the closing prayer and blessing of the offering to say that our admin assistant, Deja, is ill at the moment. She's in Mexico and has had some things going on. So if you are one who prays on a regular, I would invite you to pray for her highest and best good and for her divine health, and that she is returned to us at some point in time in her divine beauty and grace and the love that she always shares so beautifully. And so let us now join together in consciousness. As I quiet my mind and open my heart, I experience the fullness of God here and now. I realize that I am one with this infinite presence. I know that I am a part of this energy, this dynamic energy that is the universe. And I know that it's all powerful, therefore I am powerful. I know it's everywhere present, so it's obviously here where I am. And I know that this energy, that I have the ability to use it in a way that is productive, positive, creative, life-affirming. And I do that now. And as I speak this word on behalf of CSL on the Lake, I know that this divine spiritual center is expanding and growing, filled with love and light and touching lives, transforming lives, creating harmony, peace, and joy wherever it reaches to. I know for Deja that divine health is perfect here and now, that the doctors, the surgeries, everything that's needed happens with ease and grace. I know for my beloved daughter Genevieve that I am so grateful for her willingness to run the service tonight and to share by saying the land acknowledgement and the announcements. And for my husband who always brings joy. I am so grateful to each and every one of you for your participation, for your dedication and commitment, for your energy, the love that you bring. And I'm so grateful for CSL on the Lake, for this teaching, and for all that it's been in my life and will continue to be. So with a grateful and loving heart, I release these ideas into the love mind where I know it is done and that all is well. And as we close, I invite you to stay and join in the conversation as we open up the Zoom room. But first, May I Walk by Karen Drucker.
In beauty, may I walk all day long. May I walk through the seasons. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. On this path, may I walk through my life. May I walk in old age. May I walk. May I walk in peace. May I walk in peace. May I walk, may I solitude. May I walk, may I walk, may I walk in peace, in peace. May I walk in peace, in peace, in stillness. May I walk in forgiveness. May I walk in loving kindness. May I walk, may I walk, may I walk in peace, in peace. May I walk in peace, in peace. May I walk, 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 may I walk in peace. May I walk in peace, in peace. May I walk in peace, in peace. May I walk, may I walk in peace now. May you walk, always walk in peace, in peace. May we walk in peace, in peace. May I walk with loving kindness, in love. May you walk in joy.
Oh, that Karen Drucker, she is something. She's written some great music. Well, I invite you to unmute yourself and join the conversation. I am so grateful that you're here. Rosanna, oh, you're sitting outside enjoying the weather. Good for
So
you.
nice out here.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Such a great day. And Ruby, you're back. So lovely to see you. You look gorgeous as always. Oh, look at everybody looks so beautiful. There's Joan looking fine. T-Jazz, turn on that camera. Let's see your beautiful face. Mercy, Ruth. It's so great to have this opportunity to just say hello and check in. Any questions, comments, or conundrums from the lesson today?
You know, the love exercise in front of the mirror is interesting, but another one that's very interesting is to say, I like you. Love is one thing. Liking can be, that can be a lot of fun.
All right, everybody, there's your challenge. Look in the mirror and go, I like you. And I love you, but I like you too. Good point, Rick. That's awesome. Yeah, it's interesting how we'll usually look in the mirror and go, oh no, another wrinkle. Oh no, look at a double chin. Oh no, look, oh my bad hair day, right? We do stuff like that all the time. I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too blah, blah, blah. We have to stop that and just go, you know what? I love you where you are, as you are. You're perfect, whole, and complete. Right, Rosanna?
Yeah, I guess.
I used to
No,
go,
it's
well,
true.
here I
No,
am.
it's
I'm
true.
still above ground. Yabba dabba do, man. Thank you. So
there you go. Rosanna,
Yeah,
you
but
were saying
there's just a lot to be said for being grateful. I was just
Yeah.
telling my stepdaughter that, and even my own daughter, they were kind of like feeling so overwhelmed with life, and they're so young.
Yeah.
And I just said, I'm not saying that I'm perfect at it, but I really try to think about even the littlest thing about being grateful. And
Yeah.
Richard, I sometimes say, thank you. I'm grateful for being awake this morning. I actually woke up this morning. So I hear you, Richard. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, every day is we need to just do something good every day that makes us feel good, even if it's a little thing.
Absolutely.
Makes a big difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I need to